what is this or something. He's gonna say something snarky about it being 19 stars. I'm calling it now. So we're gonna go and count down. I'll fix cams. I know they're a little off. Whee! Perfect. Do some people like flipping cams? We can flip cams. There we go. Look at that. So this is a change of pace here. 19 starts. They're allowed in CTL. Not Faster's format. It's just 230 lines of level 19. That means a couple things. More scoring potential. Sure. Possibly more early tops. Maybe. Do we have the rolling motion? No, we don't. Okay. So we'll have to see. Very rare do you see 19 starts in CTL. They've been allowed for a few seasons now, and no one ever does them. 124 here for Hydrant. 146 for O. I was gonna look at my phone for the standings, but it is dead, so it's charging. It'll be live in a second. I can yap out the standings. If I'm not mistaken, I believe O is currently 2-1, and Hydrant is still looking for that first victory, but you never know. It could happen right now. It does have the lead, 224 to 201, and O does have a small hole there he's gonna have to deal with sooner or later. The answer is sooner. Dude, iPhones are actually so goated. I was Samsung forever. And I got an iPhone, and I plug it in for 2 minutes, it's at 15% from dead. That's crazy. That's crazy. It's crazy work. 255 to 255 players are tied there, and they're still tied. Separated by a single, I think they still are. Yeah. But Stack's looking a little worse for wear here. At least in the moment. Like I said, that's one of the options you give in 19 is it's kind of more of a chance for these early tops, because they're not early tops, but like digs. Because the player's just not used to doing these 19 starts, at least not competition. So it can kind of throw you off. I think they're low-key are probably some players that could really benefit from just doing 19 stars. But it's just, I don't know, it's just not as fun, you know? It's nice having the 3 stages of like playable, then oh wow, it's kind of fast, and then holy cannoli, look at this speed. I almost said a swear word, but I already used up my one swear word this stream. I can't do that again. .308, now 332 for Hydrant, 350 for O. About to cross 100 lines. Hydrant playing off a row 2 here. Just holding out for this bar that just does not want to show itself. Sets up a bar dependency in the meantime, and the bar is still not here. 26 piece drought and counting finally comes in, 28 pieces in. It's a Tetris and a split double. Oh, at 408, 372 for Hydrants. We are nearing transition, both in terms of a level 18 transition, which Hydrant just hit, and in terms of a 20 transition, which players are about to hit in 8 lines. 531 to 408, so O is taking a pretty solid lead here. Hydrant overshifts to L piece. Now is forced to make the stack kind of gross to survive. But survival is most important. You can't win if you don't survive, so that's step number 1. 448 for Hydrant here. 545 for O. Hazelnut Milk saying, to win, I think you need to score higher than your opponent. Might be the case, so I'll have to double check the rule book at some point. You might be onto something there. We'll see. We'll check later. 470 for Hydrant. 611 for O is taken now in almost 5 Tetris lead. Hydrant just kind of been in a dig ever since the end of level 19. But has, alas, uncovered that well. The question is now, will he go left well, or will he take the birds and transfer the well? Looks like he's going to go left well. Well, O is getting a little high. Seems another drought has started. See how long this one lasts. Hydrant kind of having to create some more holes there again. To win, you need to not lose. Also, probably true. $690 for O, $518 for Hydrants. It's been a pretty supper post here for Hydrant. Not even like the most efficient post transition for O here. I mean, only 698 at into now 730 into 26. I mean, it's not a pace to die for by any means, but just a suffer pace for Hydrant. Has now gotten clean again, back about 200,000 points. But I mean, Hydrant, as his Twitch description will say, was the first person to roll over the score in NES Tetris, and any commentator who restreams him will mention it, and I am adding to that tally. 606 to 804. Yeah, as I was saying, I mean, Hydrant first ever to rollovers. I mean, does have the kill screen play. So we could see that O as well. I actually don't know O's PB off the top of my head, but I mean, I know he has kill screen play. I know he has a rollover at the very least. 661 into kill screen for Hydrant. O gonna go in with a low 900, 945. Low to mid, I suppose. Tetris there for Hydrant, 710. O's board getting a little high. But some great placements has brought this down a bit. Another Tetris for Hydrant, 750. Seems almost more comfortable in these 29 speeds. With the max out, 837, 659 for Hydrant, now 799. Another Tetris. Takes a triple there. O's board climbing, but I'm seeing ways out of this, and he is maneuvering it quite well. A bar here would be just beautiful. There. That's going to help. $877 for Hydrants. Another Tetris, 921. $879 for O has brought this down, but Hydrant has brought this back a bit. Only back 3.5 Tetrises. O's board kind of climbing again, gets another bar, but doesn't rotate these pieces. Gonna talk about $889. Hydrant, you have a chase down. You need A90. A90 would be the best comeback ever. Not quite gonna get it. But considering the into kill screen, not too shabby there. Clearly that seed was bad. We've gotten it out of the way. And now we're going to have some good seeds. How about that? How about that, players? Nice couple spins there for Hydrant. Of course, we start off with drought, but the bar shows Simul Tetris 51 to 54 in the favor of O. Yeah, much actually I think the start of last game wasn't all too bad. It was like really like 100 lines plus. But hopefully what's occurring now will maintain in terms of consistency. Oh, with a couple of digs he'll need to do, but a bar and he'll be fine. Now set up for a well transfer Tetris, gets it. Perfect timing for that bar. Hydrant 198, 161 for O. $296 now. 233 for O. The Hydrant's still in the lead by about 2.5, 3 Tetris, or 3.5 Tetris rather, my bad. Math is hard. Yeah, certainly a better start here. Hydrant already over halfway to his into kill screen score at about 74 lines, so it's always good to see. Showing no signs of slowing down here. Said he needed to lock in, and looks like he's doing just that. Oh, not playing too bad either. 315 at 75 lines. It's a Tetris for both players do actually, so lead will stay the same. Scores will get a little bit bigger. Well, a couple of misdrops here for Hydrant. LP's is nice. Doesn't solve all of his woes, but it's a great start. Jay here, bar would be so good. Hits the T-spin, now needs a bar. Needs a bar. Needs a bar. Do I need to say it again? Now he doesn't need a bar. I said it so much, I willed it out of existence. But a bit of a misdrop there for Hydrant. It is kind of scaring me. And O actually got really high as well. So once again, we might just be able to blame the seed here. Hydrant got a Tetris. 485, 360 for O. Oh, we're going to get that bar all the way to the left. O's bringing this down. Hydrant is just about out of this. Jay will just about open the right side. The right side is now open. And when the bar shows, he will score a boom Tetris. There it is. 527 to 398. Kind of, sort of the opposite of last game. In terms of score, where Hydrant now has a massive lead. We'll have to see how that maintains. A bit of a misdrop there for Hydrants. Another Tetris there, 583 to 476. Oh, with a few bar dependencies, a couple. Look at the Tetris there. One burn would transfer the well to the right side again, which is where you generally want it. So set up a T-spin, didn't get a T, and was kind of forced into making some more holes here. See him subtly shaking his head there. Nice couple tucks there for Hydrant. Gets another bar for the Tetris. And has now gotten to his kill screen score from last game at level 22. Tetris there for a Hydrant, 724. Oh, at 567. Another one to go to 594. Oh, but a bit of a misdrop there for Hydrant. And a couple of hangs. Got it down a bit, but needs something for that left side. Gets a score over hangs then S, though. Might have just said a swear word. I'm not a great lip reader. But oh, you need 727. I think that's a plane. Hydrant's always a good sport, though. You see the smile on his face with the top out. But it's not over yet, you know? And O's in the dig here still needs over 100,000 points, and nothing is over until it's all said and done. Tetris there for O needs 2 more and change. That up again. There's another one. Now needs 45,000 more points. On pace to go 1-21 and have my only win against Blue Scooty. Low key, that's fire though. That's kind of fire. I believe the kids nowadays say aura. That's kind of aura. GG. O is good for game number 2. We'll go ahead and get game number 3 going here. Hydrant with the first Tetris here. O will shortly follow suit. Shortly after. Probably more grammatically correct. Commentating 19 is so weird because like 18 is kind of the part where you don't really have to talk about Tetris that much. And then 19 is where you can start talking about Tetris if you want to, but now it's just like all 19, so I feel almost obligated to kind of talk about Tetris at times. $128 here for Hydrant. Makes a small hole, but a T and a Z later would do wonders. He gets both of those. Hydrant gonna get a bar for the Tetris, as will O. 157 to 144. Hydrant gonna opt to fill that dependency over filling the Tetris, which is just straight up the correct decision. Always fill the dependency over getting the Tetris. That fact is on the house. I'll let y'all have that one for free. 303 to 243. About a 2.5 Tetris lead for Hydrant, though O is gonna get a Tetris to claw back a little bit though. His stack is worse for wear, let's say. So definitely prime for Hydrant to take back and then pad this lead. Like, I guess you can't take it back, we already had it. Just pad this lead, I suppose. Look at those floating Minos for Hydrant. Got those burned away, now just needs to work on this last couple of stacks. A bit of an early shift there. Going to send a stack into a bit of disarray. O's board really never improved though. And he's still trying to work it down. And playing this high on 19, I mean, one mistake and it might just all be over, but O has just been making all these placements very well. Or at least as well as you can be with this high up. So that hang from O is going to be deadly. Going to top out 321. And Hydrant's streak of only beating Blue Scooty is over. It's good for game number 3. Both players are ready for game number 4. Piece of the same. I'm just noticing, I guess I haven't looked at the next box too much. Okay, it looks like it fixed itself. A little bit there, T-pieces just were not showing up for Hydrant's next box, but they are now here. And Hydrant gonna get a dirty Tetris to start. Surprised it wasn't Simul. I guess Hydrant being a little higher got his a little bit earlier. $75,000 for Hydrant, $77,000 for O. Hydrant not gonna take the dirty. I would have thought about it, but that's why Hydrant's here, and that's why Hydrant's there, and I am here. Because I top out at 20 lines doing dirty Tetrises. Hydrant takes burns when they're needed. Back a little high here for Hydrant, but get some nice pieces, some nice burns, a nod and a Tetris. 121 to 155 in favor of O. Now stacks are clean, so players can really start to score. Blade bits there for Hydrant, but not much is going to help with other than filling in the holes that existed. Has those holes in the bottom is going to prevent the Tetris. At least right away, now uncovers them. It's going to try and transfer the well back to the right side. 251 for O, 183 for Hydrant. Shaking his head there. Stack not as ideally to hope for it to be. It's gonna let O kind of pad this lead a bit. Had almost 5 Tetrises, 348 to 236. That was a little bit of cleanup to do. We'll get a Tetris in the meantime. But needs to do a couple more burns. The bar will do it with a split double. Would love a T, gets the T. Another one to set up Tetris readiness. And there's a bar and a Tetris. 476 for O. 289 for Hydrant at the 100 line mark. 210,000 point lead at just 100 lines, with a possible 230 more to go. That either means plenty of time for O to pad this lead, or plenty of time for Hydrant to try and catch up. Hydrant gonna sneak in a Tetris down there. Has a very interesting Vits, and gonna fill it. Not sure if that counts as people say, cozy. I think it's a fantastic Vits, but I'm not sure what the textbook definition of Vits that clarifies as comfy. I would think so. I would think so. I guess you never really know. Oh, with an 11 Tetris lead. 288, now 312,000 points. The lead for O is almost the same as Hydrant's score, because O is really pacing on 19. almost 80% of the lines cleared have been Tetrises, so that has slowed down a bit these last few lines. And a flurry of square is certainly not going to help anything for O. Now clean though, can start scoring again. Well, Hydrant's still up pretty high. He's trying to make something work. And we did see in game 1. Hydrant does have a lot of kill screen in him. I mean, got like I think 300,000 post or something. And that was only in like 35, 36. Had more in him as well. So even though he's down all these points, if O tops out at any point, Hydrant more than capable of catching up. O misses the T-spin, but able to solve it with just one burn. Takes the Tetris to go to 770, 457 for Hydrant. Hydrant with the delayed vids. Will the bar show? Please. Yes, it will. I guess another Tetris there. It's going to just play off a row 1 because at this point, why the hell not? Gonna have to play aggressive to try and pad back at this lead. Another back-to-back Tetris there for Hydrants. Just going to keep playing off a row 1, 612 to 897. The lead has shrunk about 3 Tetrises from its peak, which is a step in the right direction, but oh, continuing to score. Tetris for Hydrants. O is a few lines away from the max out. Hydrant is just up high. Gets a bar, but one piece too late. Opens the wall, gets the bar over. We are at the point though where Hydrant will need kill screen. If he went perfect right now to kill screen, I don't think he would surpass O. So he's going to need kill screen. And Hydrant gonna top out 718. Oh, play it out. This is actually a pretty solid game here, but you are the winner. So all the competition stress has probably faded. You can just play a normal game of Tetris here. Hydrant said I did not lock in. Game 2, was it? I think you were playing pretty good in that one. The pacing pretty good. Just 19, man. I mean, no one's used to 19. So, understandable. This is actually the worst outcome because I don't have my funny streak anymore. Yeah, oh, you kind of ruined everything, though. I mean, if we're being honest. If we're being honest. I'm 99% sure he said, "Oh no, I'm so sorry." If I read the lips correctly. He said, "Yes, I read it right." He's very sorry, Hydrant. He's very sorry. He's so sorry. See what O can do, and then we'll get y'all out of here. Raid one of the Tetris events that's also about to end. Yeah, Wars is like over, so I'll probably raid CTM, but they're in a decider, so. A decider in 21. I never checked if I won the giveaway. I just entered and never looked back. Probably check that. I probably didn't, but if I did, it'd fire. Oh, hangs that bar. Gonna top out C73. But for the third time tonight, the right side is the winner. GG's. Thank you everyone for playing. Thanks everyone for watching. Let's go watch the last like 3 minutes of Fractal versus Knight. 19 kind of fun. GG's everyone. Thanks for playing. Toodaloo. Both players also recently got like score of the day worthy pace runs. Like I think Cobra got like mid 1.9 into 39. I think Cole had like an insane pace, like 34, 35 or something. Both players are really capable of putting up some high scores. Let's see what they can do here. 210 for Cole, gets a Tetris. 233, 235 for Cobra. Yeah, another similarity is they both start with CO. Wait, bro, I'm actually so dumb. Dude, no. Oh no. Alright, so a little Tytris lore for Tyler Thursdays. Is that a no, it's almost perfect player. A little bit of lore is I always put the players left and right based on their name, based on like lexicographical order. And then Cobra was in the room first, and I saw COB. I was like, okay, they're both CO. And without thinking, I was just like, you know what? B is so early in the alphabet. B is so early in the alphabet that it's probably the first one. So I'm gonna put Cobra on the left. Cole has an A, which means I did it wrong. Alright, Chen must be like 10 minutes behind. The timer's been gone for a while. Unless it's like invisible on my screen, but actually on stream. Which now I'm paranoid and I'm gonna check, but if it's not there, you're banned, Chen. And I have an ad, so we'll see. We'll see. $401 for Cobra, $420 for Cole. Oh, wow. I think that was intentional from Cole. That was a nasty adjustment. I love that. Tetris there, 467. 425 for Cobra. So very solid paces from both players. Yeah, there's no timer. There's no timer. Chen, you're banned, bro. Lying like that is crazy. Timer's been gone forever. $519 for Cobra, $558 for Cole, but Cole's a small mess on his board. Gonna require a bit of burning here. Gonna let Cobra catch up, maybe even take the lead. Cole has to make a bar dependency. We'll get that bar over though. Cobra gonna take the lead, 610. Cole's gonna be probably burning into level 19 here. Luckily was pacing, so I mean still gonna transition with almost 600,000 points. Cobra looking at like a 634. But gonna burn a little bit. Actually a little bit more than 634, 635. Cole goes in 601. Cobra goes in 635. As I predicted. I'm a genius, but has a couple holes he's gonna have to deal with. Gonna kind of prevent him from scoring momentarily, which is what Cole needs. A chance to kind of recoup and try and regenerate a bit of that lead back. He's playing dirty, but gonna take the burn, gets out of Tetris readiness as soon as the bar shows. Another one does, goes to 640, 652 for Cobra. Hole just up high, unable to really score. Cobra has made a small hole, but that should be dealt with rather easily. And Cole just getting Such unfavorable pieces here. Is making do with what he's getting, though. Gets a bar to the right side. That's certainly going to help quite a bit. Nice tuck. Nice J. A nice bar for the dependency. And despite all this digging from Cole, Cobra's only ahead about a Tetris and a half. 722. Gets a dirty to go to 752. 679 for Cole. But Cole also ahead about 9 lines. So there's something to keep note. But Cole is essentially clean at last. Will officially clean up with that burn. But this has cost him quite a bit of pace. Nice triple there. Misdrop for Cobra. See how long it takes him to get out of this, but this could benefit Cole. Tetris there. 66,000 points is the lead. Another Tetris for Cole. Only ahead about a Tetris now is Cobra. So again, the line differential is a factor. Cobra gonna play off of row 1 here more than likely. He is pretty confident in those rolls, so I'm not surprised by this. But brings it down. Do not top out. I'm taking a swig of my drink. Because talking is hard. It's a lot of work. Very tough. $8.97 here for Cole. Cobra at $9.11. Looking to get another Tetris here. Is set up. Takes a burn. It's in a bit of a drought. There's a bar. There's a Tetris. Cole goes in the kill screen. $9.69. Cobra probably going to go in with the max out. There's one Tetris. Has one more possible. A Tetris for Cole to take the lead into level 30, but Cobra will take it right back into level 29, 821. And this is where these players will really shine. I mean, the less time you have to think, the more likely you are to make the correct decision. You have less time to second guess yourself. So as long as you're placing the pieces where they want to go, it should work out for these players. Cobra gets a center well triple. It has a small mess to deal with. Going to quickly burn that out. But Cole has now amassed a 50,000 point lead. BO5 to A53. Tetris for Cobra to get the 1.1. Cole's a few holes kind of building here. They're not high enough that's deadly. Cobra going to hang a bar on the left side. Going to top out B10. And Cole has staged the comeback at B78. Is good for game number 1. GG. Is what we're going to do. I came up with that one all myself. And Cobra starting a little late to